should you cut, or should you try and pull them back in? Which is the smart choice?
You know what? There isn't a smart choice. This is a bit like there's a rock and a hard place. Recruitment is expensive. Even if you work with the lovely Donna at the accountant's recruiter, recruitment is expensive. Opportunity costs, if it doesn't work out, even though Donna has a great, 96%, 98% still there within 1 year, 96% was 2 years. There's still massive costs of bringing them in, getting them to learn the systems, all the emotional journey. The best thing you can do is actually re-engage them. Now, you may find that there isn't a way to re-engage them, at which point you have a choice. You either then have to micromanage until you know they leave, because they will leave eventually. You have to micromanage them because they are not, that when their commitment becomes low and when they disengage, their commitment is low, they will need to be micromanaged. That process is a ball ache, and normally if you know they're not engaged and they're not in it for the long haul, they know they're not engaged and in it for the long haul, they will normally leave before you have to then move into performance management. But you do need to literally dog their every step. Are you delivering on this? How are you doing with that? What's on your list? It has to be micromanagement. Now, you could sit there and go, can't be doing that. And you can speak to an employment lawyer and you can do a compromise agreement rather than having to, because at that point, you don't have a capability or misconduct issue. So you can go down a compromise agreement, bung money at it and do it. But typically, if you don't have to, your aim is to re-engage. Now, there is a point where actually letting them go and not having too much of a party when they leave, because it's irresponsible, is the right thing to do. So for example, if you know that actually say for example, you brought on a new team member and it becomes obvious in the first 3 months that they're not there for the long haul, you're better to cut your losses there and then. Not everyone is worth saving. Say for example, if you know that you've got somebody in the organization that say desperately wants to step up, but where every opportunity you've given them to step up, they won't take, they want the name, they're chasing the status, the role, not the whatever. Actually, it's painful, but let them go with dignity and don't kind of cry too much. It is about going, right, if somebody's disengaging, what is my continuity plan? We're always looking, it's one of the things we talk about as a leadership team is where are we exposed? Where are we exposed? Where have we got the risks? And some of the big strategic moves that we made in the last year have literally come from those conversations. There are 2 programs that we introduced to club members to help keep our members engaged that came as a result of that. Where are we exposed? We have brought extra people into the business to mitigate where we were heavily exposed on one person.